Hi, friends. It's Maddie from Seven Moons Healing, and here's your collective card conversation of the day. Remember to take what resonates and what doesn't, leave it behind. No judgment here. The first card that came out for you guys is the Devil card. Now, a lot of people get scared with the image of the devil, and really it's just a depiction. It's not meant to scare you. What this card is really representing is that there may be certain characters of you right now that you're not necessarily liking. From a consciousness level, it's coming to be addressed. Okay, so the devil card typically represents greed, lust, um, secrets, addictions, that kind of behavior. And what's really coming through is there is a neglected part of you that has not been addressed and needs to be addressed. And sometimes when certain ideations get in our head, like getting a promotion, maybe not necessarily being, and I mean this very gently, perhaps you're putting yourself first before others and not really thinking of how you may have spoken about someone. Perhaps the information you provided through a conversation was maybe not accurate. There might have been over exaggeration and embellishment, uh, gossip. And so this card is really wanting you to take notice of, are you in that place right now? Because you're not a bad person. It's just that sometimes excitement gets to the best of us in the wrong kind of way. So really take a look at, how have you been treating people? Have you thrown anyone under the bus recently? Have you perhaps caused a tiff in a relationship because of a comment you may have made, or an action that you have done to them directly, but not meaning to? So you want to take a look at maybe some behaviors that you've had recently and address them. And it could start with a simple apology, or even the recognition of, like, oh my gosh, I've just done something to someone and I didn't mean to do that. We're human, it happens. But take a look at that, okay? No judgments. You just want to recognize, have you been acting that way? And then address it. The second card that came out is the Emperor card. Now, this card is talking about a fatherly figure or someone that you really respect with some really great advice. So if you're in a place right now, perhaps kind of doing this, like this, talking smack about other people, or maybe starting a little rift, or, you know, you might have someone that comes along that's like a fatherly figure that you can seek advice from. When you seek it, listen to what they're saying. It's very important that you listen to the wisdom coming from this authority figure, a father, a grandfather, a boss, a manager, a best friend. Pay attention. The third card that came out for you is the Nine of Swords. And this card is really talking about going through major anxiety, major suffering, and regretting, possibly allowing yourself to go beyond your limitations, allowing someone to take advantage of you, allowing to believe someone when you know that maybe they're not on the up and up. We make mistakes as humans, but all of these lessons or experiences that we go through are for a reason, because now that you're in this state of pain and suffering and possibly regret, and fear, you needed to learn it to understand better boundaries. You needed to learn it in order to understand that this experience is not something you wish to go through again. So don't be so hard on yourself. Chalk it up as a life experience. You know now what you can and will accept and what you're no longer willing to put yourself through, and put the past to rest. Forgive yourself, understand your limitations, and move on. I'm sorry you're hurting. It'll be okay. But you need to acknowledge it, you need to address it, and you need to figure out how to make yourself come out of that dark place. It'll be okay, I promise. Doesn't feel like that right now, but you know what? We all make mistakes. We've all done things in our past that we're like, why did I do that? Because now you know what you're willing to accept and not accept going forward. Okay? You're doing great. I promise. Doesn't feel like it sometimes, but you're doing great. Because universe is letting you know that at the end of it all, the Four of Wands is about romance coming in, harmony, balance, happiness, and joy. Celebrate the moment. So if you're celebrating because the weather is nice today, if you're celebrating a promotion, if you're celebrating someone, a friend getting pregnant, an engagement, whatever that is, celebrate the moments and know that if you're not in a relationship is coming for you. And if you are currently in a relationship and you've been feeling like, oh, the little romance is a little bit off, sexy time is coming back. Like romance is coming back. Remember, it takes two. And if you are not on the receiving end or the accepting end, um, or also wanting to participate, how can that work, right? So make sure that you guys are paying attention to your actions, that you are willing and ready to receive all the love in the world, the happiness, and all the joy, because it's coming for you guys. I hope it helps and resonates. And remember, love yourself enough to invest in you. Have a great day.